Welcome back. Las Vegas is growing and expanding, and early next month there will be a groundbreaking for an all-new nursing home called the Villas at Centennial Hills. It's a brand new concept actually, and if you have a loved one who's considering this type of move, then you'll enjoy what's coming up here.
That's right. Joining us now is Michelle Goldman. She's the owner of the Villas at Centennial Hills. It's great to have you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Welcome in.
I mean, you hear nursing home, you have this one vision in your mind, but this is different than your typical nursing home, right?
Right.
Tell us what's so different about this.
The average size nursing home in this country is 120 beds.
Wow.
That's the average, and many of them are larger than that.
Yeah.
And so this concept takes the nursing home and puts it into houses to make a real home for the residents. So instead of having a building, a commercial building with 100 or 200 people, we have a house with 12 bedrooms.
Wow. Okay.
And then, yeah, so it is a home.
Yeah.
It actually is a home. And it has a shared living room, dining room, kitchen, outdoor space. And not only does it feel and look like home, but it functions like a home as well, as opposed to an institutional nursing home of 100 or 200 beds.
Absolutely, which can be a little bit overwhelming, I'm assuming.
And not only that, but the residents lose their autonomy to be able to decide what to do because they have to fit into the schedule. When you're dealing with 100 or 150 people, everything has to run like clockwork. So, for example, if breakfast is at 8, the residents have to be woken up and then brought to breakfast, whether or not they want to wake up and have breakfast then. In this model, it's a home, like you're in your own house. So whenever you want to wake up, if it's 5 a.m., because that's when you like to early rise, 9:30, 11:30, you can wake up and have breakfast whenever you want.
Beautiful.
And you're in a nursing home. It's a high level of care. It's the highest level of senior care. So there's, independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing.
Okay.
So this is for people that need 24-hour nursing care. But there's no reason why they have to be living in a hospital type of building.
Yeah. I mean, this is really a growing trend, and I can totally see how this would appeal to so many people. It offers for a more personal experience, more patient-centered care.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so the government, the federal and state government who pays for nursing homes and regulates them, has been pushing for culture change and person-centered care. It's very hard to do that in an institutional setting. They've tried and they've passed different things, but it's really hard to accomplish. So this concept is new. It's gaining popularity throughout the country. We're the first in state for Nevada.
Nice.
Really? Congrats.
Yeah, for this model. So it's very exciting.
You're a certified greenhouse community.
Yes.
What does that mean?
The Greenhouse Project is an organization that's really spearheading the movement to deinstitutionalize nursing homes throughout the country and really throughout the world. So I aligned with them, and they are evidence-based. The first greenhouse opened up in 2001, but it's been kind of slowly growing, the movement, and so they have evidence-based practices on how to run it, because it runs different than a nursing home too. Everything is different about it because it's a small scale. And I aligned myself with the Greenhouse Project, and so I'm a certified greenhouse home. Good for you.
Can we talk in more detail about the villas themselves?
Sure. So each villa will look and feel like a custom residential single-story home, and it will blend in with the other homes in the neighborhood. It's supposed to be residential and feel residential. So no signage, nothing to really differentiate it from a house. And 12 bedrooms, beautiful landscaped outdoor areas for the residents to enjoy, open layout the way we have most people have in our houses here in Vegas.
Nice.
See, it's so refreshing. I had one grandmother that was in a nursing home, and it just kind of felt like, it's almost soul-crushing.
You walk in there and you just, you smell it, you feel it, and it's just like, and everybody says, like, don't ever put me in a nursing home.
Boy,
You've heard that. It's the last place I'd want to end up, but unfortunately, people get to the time in their lives that they need that level of care.
Certainly, they do, and it just becomes a practical issue.
Right.
I need my loved one watched at all times. You have a groundbreaking coming up.
We do, December 4th. It's very exciting. So that will mark the start of construction. It will be at the site, which is Fort Apache and West Tropical Parkway.
Okay.
And it will mark the start of construction. It's been a long journey. I had this idea 2 years ago to do this here.
And you set it into motion.
And I set it into motion, and it's finally, construction is starting. So
frankly, I don't know how you have the time to do anything, because you have 6 boys at home.
I have 6 boys.
Wow! Oh man!
Can you believe it? This one.
Wow!
She looks so refreshed.
That's a busy villa. You're half a villa.
I always compare, actually, when I'm describing this model to people, I always compare it to my house, because I cook for 6 kids. So I make dinner, and then I have like this one that doesn't like that or that one, so I pull something out for them. So I pull out pizza. In this model, we have dinner, and mealtime is an important time in the greenhouse
Of course.
concept because
Yeah.
it's convivium, they call it. Everyone sits, socializes, and it's one long table. Everyone sits together for
Nice.
mealtime. And like a family.
like a family.
But the
Rather than
thing
sitting in your
is
room,
that if
exactly.
somebody doesn't like what we made for dinner, it's a fully stocked kitchen. We can pull out and give them whatever they want. So, you know, it's really different. You can have
Congratulations on
pets
groundbreaking.
in these.
Lovely. We love that. Thanks for joining
We
us,
run out of
Michelle.
time. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
So cool. Hey, listen, Mario and Colin, send me to this place. If the time comes, you send me here. If you don't, I realize you don't love me.
Is this official?
Come down and break ground. No, December 4th, it's going to be at the new villas at Centennial Hills, the event. December 4th, corner of Fort Apache and West Tropical Avenue. The website up there on your screen. The villas at Centennial Hills, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.